Yay. All right. Welcome to our Wednesday wellness class, Protect Your Energy. We are going to go live in our group as well. And so we have it all done and set up. We're going live. Amanda, let me know if you can see us there. It says we're doing good. So I think we're in the right space. Yepers, welcome. I am so excited to share with you this presentation on protecting your energy. It has been fun to create. Apparently my Facebook is open as well. All right, because I just saw me live. That was kind of weird.
We are live in Facebook land.
Why can't I? Why is it doing this? Okay, here we go. Sorry, my screen was like really small and I couldn't get the. All right, can you see my screen? Just present. Yay. Okay. All right. Just yay. It's like what real live is like, right? We're live and we got to do all the things technology wise. So welcome to our Wednesday wellness class. And as a part of self-love, we just wanted to pour in goodness all month long, right? And this is part of self-love. It is protection. And there is a lot of energies in and around us. Everything has a vibration, which we're really learning and talking about this last month. And there is some really key ways to protect your energy so that you can be your best self. Really are excited to bring this to you today. So we're going to get started. I am Shannon Morrison, and I'm with beautiful Amanda White. And you guys have not caught Wednesday wellness classes, you can follow us on Renew Your Inner Yogi. They're all on there as replays. But we do come over the noon hour on Wednesdays with some sort of amazing goodness brought to you for you from us. So this is kind of, I think I've described this a couple times in the last couple months, right? Things just seem to be getting in the way and kind of like a melting pot of all the things that we have to do. Does anybody else kind of resonate with this picture? Like,
I do.
Yeah, right? We're just in a bunch of spots doing all the things, and it tends to be and feel like chaos sometimes, or what I've described as you're writing in a notebook, or you're writing in a notebook and you're using a Sharpie instead of a pencil, like how much bleeds through. And I feel like that is kind of what this picture entails. So there's ways to help us with this, and we are going to share with you different ways. Doing the statistics and doing the education that is brought to us by so many amazing humans this month, this was a staggering statistic for me. And you guys, emotions and discomfort are my jam, but mental health really is the basis of this. And people are more depressed and more anxious now in the last 2 years than ever documented before. It has risen from 8% to more than 30%. And that is staggering and very, very scary, because the rates of suicide and the rates of domestic violence, the rates of unemployment, all these things are this circle, and it is just staggering. Very, very sad to me. And so this is why we're bringing this to you today, just to give you personally some avenues to utilize for yourself and your own health. Okay. So we do kind of talk about this a lot. Do you want a Band-Aid to mask the problem, or do you want to get to the root issue and fix it? Band-Aids just help for a little bit. They basically stop the blood from coming out right away, but they don't fix the issue, right? And we're here today to give you some ideas on how to resolve it at the root, or to help you resolve it before it happens, and have some ideas or options when life does hit you sideways. Okay. Amanda, do you want to talk about this one? Oh, she muted herself.
Nancy can't find the Zoom link, so I'm trying to find that and send it to her.
Oh,
so if
okay.
you wouldn't mind, so I can get this situated, that would be awesome.
Okay,
But
I will.
we
just send
start
it
with the little kitty.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the health pyramid, thank you very much for doing that. I appreciate that. So the health pyramid is really a basis of 5 things. Okay. So if we can get enough sleep, like this cute kitten here, right? We really should live like a cat does. They take a nap randomly through their day so they can be spunky and live their best life all day long. The next one is really good, healthy nutrition. Okay. So that is all your fruits and vegetables, your grains, the goodness that you can have organically to feed our body and our soul and our brain. Okay. So it's really important to get at least 1 meal a day that's organic food you make, doesn't necessarily come out of a box. And I know sometimes it's hard, but just even if you did 1 meal a day that was different than your normal, it's going to really benefit your body and your brain health. Okay. The next one is really movement. And here we're doing yoga because we do bring you yoga, right? This is really a plank, but any way you can move your body and keep it moving is going to benefit your brain, your emotional wellness, as well as your physicality. Okay. And the next level is supplementation. And it's what extra do you pour goodness into yourself, right? Not just the food you eat that's organic and that's healthy. This is like our food today is not exactly up to par like it was 50 years ago. We make food quicker or we grow food faster. And it doesn't have necessarily all the nutritional value in it that it used to. And so we do need supplementation, and we do have options in this presentation today, but you do need extra minerals, extra vitamins, extra support for your brain, your synapses, your nervous system, all the things to help you, even holistic wellness wise. What do you have as toolboxes or tools in your toolbox to keep you at a level that you can accomplish the things you need to do in a day, whether that be like we talked about yesterday, even, right? Palo Santo wood, saging, just clearing your energy, whether it be essential oils and the supplements that doTERRA has, whether it be just other things in your toolbox. You just really need to supplement, not just what you eat, not just the amazing sleep you get, not just the movement you have, but you do need to pour in extra goodness so that last piece of that pyramid doesn't have to occur on the regular, right? We want to fix and help our body as much as possible because our body is really an amazing vessel. It will heal itself as long as we put goodness into it. It will provide us and do what we need to do and go where we need to go as long as we do pour love into our body as well. And then that medical part of that top of this pyramid will not have to happen so often. It doesn't mean it's never going to happen. If you do work on these bottom 4, that top will be easier, right? And less expensive and less time consuming. If it's not just like a simple accident or something like that. Does that make sense? Anybody have any questions about the health pyramid? No? Okay, perfect. Another option is to be with nature. And yep, this is Amanda and I on FaceTime hugging a tree together. Okay. So I was in Texas. She was in Arizona. So this is possible. You guys can hug trees or go out in nature and FaceTime and be with friends. I know not all the time we can be with other people right now. And so get creative, but absolutely get your feet in the dang ground, on the dang ground. Put your foot in the river, dip your feet in a creek, be out with the trees, watch a sunset or a sunrise. Actually, absolutely profound in changing your emotional state, energizing you and feeding your soul so that your emotional health is going to be at its peak, right? This might be silly. You guys be like, oh my gosh, Shannon and Amanda are hugging a tree. It is silly, but it is so good for your soul. I can't even describe it. Until you hug a tree, you really don't know the energy that it brings. We did put our third eye, so we do use our chakras, right? We put it against our heart chakra. We even have it on our sacral or solar plexus. We have even probably a little bit of our root. I let her in. Let our all of the chakras that can touch, right? Your feet are grounded to the earth. Your heart chakra is against that tree. Even if you have your third eye chakra against that tree, you're going to really profoundly help the energies in your body. Hey, Nancy, thanks for joining. So back to this. The next option to protect your energy or raise your vibration, right? We talked about everything has a vibration and an energy, whether it's a glass of water that I have right next to me, it has an energy and a vibration, or the things around us, like the trees we just saw in that picture. Would you like to talk about this, Amanda? Because this is like game changer. You work on breath work all the time, right?
Yes. So I'll go breath work, you go tapping, because you know a little more about tapping than me, but really quick to go back to hugging trees, because that is like, it fills my soul with goodness. There's so much energy, so many stories that tree has for you, as long as you would just connect with it. And really, again, you're connecting your chakras, and the tree has protection for you. The trees protect us all the time. So again, yes, love me some tree hugging and connecting with nature. Love it.
Awesome.
So breath work is huge, you guys. So when you're getting into breath work, we are so used to shallow breathing, and we really need to learn how to belly breathe, deep, deep breathing, because again, that is restoring your energy, that is reconnecting you to yourself, and that helps you protect your energy. It helps you shed other people's emotions. It helps you just reconnect in general to you, who you are, why you're here, and what your purpose is, if you really allow the breath to be that asset for you.
Do you want to show us one breath just that we could see what it looks like?
Do you want to do alternative nostril breathing like this woman is doing in the picture? So,
absolutely.
Oh, bear with me. All right. So if you're standing or sitting, just make sure you have a very long spine. And again, alternative nostril breathing, you can take it how you want it to. It usually starts fairly quickly, but it's okay just to be where you're at. So you are going to take your thumb and your pointer finger, I guess. I get my fingers confused sometimes, so just bear with me. But you're going to close one nostril off with your thumb and take a deep breath in through the other nostril. And let it go through the same nostril. Now we're going to take another breath in through that nostril. Other finger closes that nostril, opens the one that was closed, and exhale out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale out. We're going to inhale in. Close that nostril, open the other one, and exhale out through your nose. And just by doing 2 breaths, what is the difference? You're more relaxed. You're present. My hands are kind of tingly because, again, we're not used to breathing that deeply. And I always, in any breath work I'm doing, and I've been doing this for a while, but always have a hand on your tummy, because that will tell you, am I breathing there? Am I getting down there? Or am I still up here? And then I challenge you, how much further can you go with your breath? How deep can you get your breath is what I always ask people. And some people take the challenge and they do it for months, and you know, the outcome is incredible.
Awesome. Thank you so much for showing that. I've done that exercise with you before, and it is powerful. Like, I am more calm and centered now that I just did that simple task. That took us, what, 30 seconds? Really not long, right? And this is what we wanted to talk about too, is you can do these things or utilize these ideas, right? And it doesn't have to take you a long time. So, I mean, we all think And I do the same thing. Is there is not enough time in my day. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to work out right now because then I have to get my workout clothes. I have to go to the gym. I have to start, get it. And I have to like, how many layers do I need on when it's a -10 outside? And all the things. It's just this big ordeal. It doesn't have to be. I could run downstairs 3 times up and down my stairs if I wanted to. I could carry jars of canned food with me wherever I go. I could just walk around my block one time. It doesn't have to be outside. It doesn't have to necessarily be inside, but it doesn't have to take a long time. So tapping. So I do this when I do gem. We start the process like this. We talked about this a little bit before, but there is a lot of different opportunities to watch YouTube videos on tapping. Now, tapping is really to let go of a negative feeling, a negative emotion, a negative thing, and reframe it slowly by tapping different centers of your body, by tapping really different chakras or reflex points in your body to change what your mind is thinking about. So when I get connected, I take an acai breath, and then I probably say it wrong, but I breathe in my nose and I hold my tongue from my mouth, and I breathe out like rushing water. And so, and I take 2 breaths at the same time. So I can show you what that looks like because it's a little bit of different breath. And I'm going to just tap one. I'll just tap 1 time each place. Okay. This is going to be adding tapping with breath work. And this is just one spot I do. I don't know if you can see where I could do another one, but there is variations and you can do it the way you feel comfortable. So I tap above my eyes, and I'm going to take 1 breath in my nose. And then I'm going to breathe kind of out my nose and mouth at the same time, but it sounds like rushing water. So I'm going to hold my tongue to the roof of my mouth. It's kind of like a really big sigh. Are you guys getting this? I'm going to go underneath my eyes, like underneath my safety glasses here. Deep breath in. Maybe I have a lot to do today and I'm like, I feel scattered. I want to get focused. I'm going to breathe in the goodness that I can create happen today. And I'm going to let go of that emotion, that scattered feeling. So I'm going to breathe in one more time. And I'm going to let go of that scattered feeling. In my heart center or your clavicle, I'm going to breathe in that goodness. And I'm going to let go any negative that's happening today. Okay, so I'm going to breathe in one more time. The last thing I do is I do this because hitting these 2 together kind of gets the pulsation through your entire body, kind of gets your lymphatic system going. And then I shake it out, right? I'm going to shake my hands out, let all that energy go, because you'll be surprised at what gets stuck in your hands, right? What gets stuck in those points. There's a ton of reflex points in your hands as well as your feet. And so I just kind of shake it off and shake my hands out so that I know that negative energy is gone. And that is just how I tap on the regular during a gem session, if that makes sense. So like I said, if you guys are like, this is really cool, I want to dive in more into tapping, go to YouTube. If you want questions about who I have watched or whatever, I can absolutely send you that. Just put it in the comments. If you're watching live on Facebook, let us know what you're thinking about this so far. Or if you're watching the replay, we love it if we know you're here and you're watching the replay. So put #replay and then put your comments or questions in the chat on Facebook as well. Thank you guys so much for doing that exercise with us. And then lastly, this is what we're really talking about is essential oil protection. And we did talk about, goodness, I left my emotions book in the other room. Other natural things that you just might have access to all the time, right? You have access to choices of how long or short you sleep. You have choices of the goodness you put in your body. You have the choices of physically, you could just move, right? Movement. You're always with your breath, right? You can always tap. So this is an added protection. This is like that supplementation that we were talking about on that health pyramid. And essential oils always have an emotion attached to them. They have emotions, they have a frequency, they have a vibration that can be really empowering for our bodies and our mind. and release these negative emotions we have holding us back, or release the negative emotions of a situation that we're experiencing in the moment. Okay. When you smell an essential oil, it goes straight to your olfactory and it goes into your brain and attaches to a memory instantly. Just like if you walk into grandma's house and you smell like peppermint candy, right? And you're like, so you walk into a store and that's just in your memory, right? So you walk into a store and you're going, oh my gosh, this smells like grandma's house, right? You're not in grandma's house, but it absolutely similar. So it attaches to a memory instantly within seconds. Okay. So an essential oil, it has the power of reframing your mind within seconds, and nothing else can do it. Nothing else can act and make this powerful change happen like an essential oil. Amanda, you're smiling. You're muted if you want to talk. Okay. So these are ones that I really like and that I utilize so many times when doing gym, when going out, when I'm doing energy work, when going out to Walmart. I'm going to be honest, you guys, I have to protect myself going to Walmart. There's so many people in there that don't necessarily are not high on life right then, right? And so I protect myself. And these are some of just the top 5 that I use regularly for energy protection. Geranium is an amazing oil. It's really almost just protects your emotions. Just generally, it's really great for depression or to assist you in your emotional wellness. Okay. Lemon eucalyptus is an energy protector. Again, this is going to taste like, or it's not taste like, it's going to smell like salon or like kind of like citronella and maybe a little bit of TerraShield because they kind of all jam together. So those are other ones you could absolutely utilize, TerraShield or citronella. Lemon eucalyptus is amazing, and I really like it for protecting against outside threats. Okay, that's kind of like what TerraShield is, right? And TerraShield is a protection from outside threats, which makes it profound for the things that fly in the sky or the air in the summer. But it also is the same thing from outside threats. You can protect your aura from outside energy. Okay, tea tree, right? Also known as previously as Melaleuca in our doTERRA. So tea tree is really self-protection of your emotions. I put it on my forearms, and all of these you can do that, or your crown chakra. You could even spray yourself with them. Put them in a mister bottle, like this, and you could just spritz yourself like a perfume, whatever you want for protection, and go out and do the things and your errands that you need to do. Third, or the fourth one here is rosemary. First of all, rosemary is amazing. It breaks the blood-brain barrier. It is an amazing immunity boosting. Everybody uses it for that, right? Everybody's like, rosemary is amazing to cook with because it is. And it's amazing for boosting your immunity and all the bad stuff, but it is really good for protection of your energy as well. And then lastly, you cannot go wrong with frankincense, right? Frankincense helps every single chakra that you have. And frankincense is a personifier. So if you layer frankincense with any other oil, it's going to make that blend even more powerful because it's going to heighten any other oils you add with it. But frankincense is really positive for your central nervous system. It's going to enable or enhance your immunity, your brain function, all the things. So you have 2 powerful oils in here with really high frequencies with rosemary and frankincense here. They are powerful. Any questions about these 5 oils? I do have an emotions book. I can put that in the chat later about the emotions that are connected to these specific oils, just kind of as more information if you guys want me to. So there is a way to also, I always talk about the only place that you can protect yourself is in your home and in your car. Once you get out in nature, or not necessarily nature, but once you get out in the world where all the cars are, the shopping centers, all that stuff, you really can't protect your surroundings or your environment. You can only protect your body. And so I utilize, a lot of times I always have a diffuser bracelet on, right? Or I have a diffuser necklace on, or I have earrings that I can, that are leather or wood, and I can put, things on my earrings, or I just use them like a walking diffuser myself. I use them as perfume a lot of times. The other option, if you do not want to put them on your person, like if you want to protect your environment where you live, you can absolutely use a diffuser, okay? You can make your own diffusers. You can put them in different places. You can make a bathroom diffuser or a kitchen diffuser, or you can purchase a diffuser that you just put water in, put a drop or two of each of the oils you want, and it is like just an environmental game changer, okay? You can clean the air in your home, and you can up-level your emotional state by using a diffuser in a large space, right? A couple drops in a very large space will make a really, really great environment. The other game changer when we talk about supplementation is the nutritional value of your supplement. Now, Lifeline Vitality, we do not talk about it enough. And Amanda and I were like, we really got to talk about supplements. We are coming to the end, hopefully, right? The end of winter. And it's when people really start like pouring in the On Guard, pouring in the supplements. You guys, we need to be on our top of our game 12 months out of the year, not just in the winter, okay? And so these are the primary benefits of these 3 bottles. They come in a collection of these 3 bottles in one box. The Microplex BFZ is your food nutrient complex. It's all the vitamins and minerals you need in a day, plus some extra essential oils. It has a digestive complex in it to help absorb all these amazing nutrients when you're taking them in, okay? That is a big key to making doTERRA's Lifeline Vitality completely different than if you're going to GNC or Walmart, where you normally can find your one a day. Those vitamins and those nutrients that are in those do not absorb in our body. And the huge tablet that I used to take, because, you know, before I knew, there's not just those minerals in there. There's other stuff in there, other caking ingredients to make that stick together that our body doesn't need, and it does not enable us to absorb them. So about 8 to 9% of those vitamins are actually absorbed in our body. So you're wasting a lot of money, okay? The next one is alpha CRS, and this is where all the synapses, the synergeticness of this trio comes into play. This is going to reduce your inflammation. It's going to be amazing for your cardiovascular health, but it's really those synapses, those thought processes, your brain activity, that is the DNA production, that is going to be here. And that's what alpha CRS is for. So if you have a lot of inflammation, say your maybe your cardiovascular system is not working really proficiently, you might want to add a little more alpha CRS to your daily dosage, and it's going to be a game changer. The last one is XE Omega, and this is going to be your 369 fatty acids, all the omegas from a natural source, okay? This is going to, that doesn't give you the fish taste, you don't burp up fish, which is really great. This is profound for heart health, okay? This is profound for eye, brain, and nervous system health. You really need these, and if you're not getting a good source, then you just, today is the day, okay? We need to get on a good supplementation. They do come in a set. Like I said, you could totally take a picture of the slide. If you're watching the replay, take a picture of the slide or save it, because these 3 things do all of these things here on the left side and more. So I started taking Lifeline Vitality, and we'll just take just a story of myself personally. And Chrissy, you can share if you want to as well. So when I started taking Lifeline Vitality, I had my cardiovascular system was not working very well. And when I went to the doctor, they really wanted to put me on a medication for cholesterol. And I don't really, at the time, it was like 8 years ago. And I was like, I really don't want to be on cholesterol medicine. So can I work on something else naturally first? And she said, yes. And so I started taking Lifeline Vitality. And within 3 months, all of my labs came back regular, like they were all leveled out. So I personally, and then I was like thinking about it, I was like, holy cow, like I haven't had head tension in a really long time. And you guys, this is something that I dealt with every single day as far as I can remember. I had head tension all through school, all through elementary school, all through junior high, forever, almost daily. And it was just what life was for me. And I didn't really realize it at first because until I went to convention and we were like on the spot, we walked by this booth and this guy's like, hey, we're going to give you a gift if you sit in this chair and get videoed and tell me your top thing that you've experienced since taking Lifelong Vitality. And I was like, okay. And I was like, holy cow, I don't have head tension. So that was a game changer for me, right? And why didn't I have head tension? Probably because these are like making my, they're working better for my brain. They're working better for my heart. My blood was circulating through my system better, right? And so therefore it helped my my brain or my head tension be better. So that is just my story of Life Vitality and 2 key reasons why I will never not take these vitamins. Chrissy, do you have a story? I know you like Lifelong Vitality. You don't want to share anything? You're muted. She doesn't want to share. Okay. No problem. I love that you're here and I appreciate you. So anyway, so I love this product. You guys have any questions after this? There is going to be a question and answer period. You can absolutely ask any questions you want. Here is a video. Oh, you probably can't hear it. Can you hear it? Hold on. I forgot to do something, you guys. I'm sorry. I forgot we put a video in here. Because I have to add the voice to it.
Winning. doTERRA is more than an essential oil company, and that's because of you. Because of your commitment to only using pure essential oils, we go straight to the source in 45 nations across the globe. Together, we're providing opportunities for and building relationships with farmers and harvesters. And as we do so, they share the needs, hopes, and dreams of their communities. Because of you, doTERRA Healing Hands can fund projects that provide access to education, meet healthcare needs, and ensure clean water and sanitation. Together, we're tackling some of our world's most challenging dilemmas. Thank you for teaming with us to provide relief in the wake of disasters, empowering women, offering tools for self-reliance, and in the fight against the horrific reality of human trafficking through the doTERRA Healing Hands Hope Fund. And as you share your strengths and desires to make positive, sustainable change with others, choosing to engage in good in your communities and across the globe, remember that doTERRA Healing Hands is here to help you magnify your impact. Because of you, the world is changing. One drop, one person, one community at a time.
So just briefly about the Healing Hands Foundation is the heart of doTERRA. The co-impact sourcing in 45 nations. Co-impact sourcing is really where we get our oils, where we help. Oh,
You're echoing
really bad.
really bad.
Thank you. Was I echoing the whole time or just then?
Just then.
Oh, probably because I turned my.
You're good. You're good now.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Co-impact sourcing, we get our oils from 45 different nations across the world.
What?
You're still echoing.
That is so weird. How about now?
How about now?
Talk. I'll talk. Hello.
I'll talk. Hello.
Why is it different now?
Why is it different now?
Is it better?
Is it better?
Nancy says it's not better.
Not better.
Okay, how about now? Hello? Am I good? That's so weird. Okay. Apparently, that's fine. My microphone did not like the video. That's okay. We turned her off. So co-impact sourcing, we get our oils from doTERRA gets their oils from 45 different nations across the world. And the reason we do that is because we get the oils where they're going to be grown in the harshest climate, the rawest dirt, the product is created from those nations all over the world so that it's going to be the best positive impact for our bodies that it possibly can. There is absolutely nothing else in them except the extract or the immunity from the bark, root, flower, or tree. So there's nothing else in them. They're not diluted with any other synthetic ingredients. If they do have, like some of the rollers do have coconut oil in them, but they're going to say touch. So anything that has like say a dilution in it is going to have just simply coconut oil. Okay. And it's going to say on the back of the bottle. Otherwise, they're all the pure essential oil that is ready to use for different reasons for our bodies and for our brain and our emotions. Okay. So I love Healing Hands because it does give back to the world. And we are working on creating a Healing Hands Foundation match program to build a safe house in Tobago. You guys, it is my dream to end domestic violence and to help women help other women. And I was connected to a woman in Tobago, and she has had a similar journey as I did with domestic violence, and got her son out of that situation and has been giving back to and created her own domestic violence coalition in Trinidad and Tobago. And we connected. And it's just been amazing and a game changer. And I was like, let's do this thing together because we have this opportunity with doTERRA. And I would never have this opportunity have I not been connected with doTERRA. And so we are creating a match program. Basically, we need to fund half of these proceeds is going to build this in 3 different steps. And you'll be able to learn more about that. And if you want to help me create this amazingness in Tobago, really connect with me and message me on Facebook, or just you'll find me, right? Just you want to help with that because it is seriously my mission. My mission is to help women and change the generational cycle of domestic violence for everybody involved, right? That does include, I know what my mission statement is helping women that have gone through this, absolutely. But I want to help our kids not continue that generation. So that generational effect, it does not just happen to girls, right? It happens to men that have those same things happen in the future. And so all in all, we want to end domestic violence together, and it's near and dear to my heart. So if you guys have any questions, again, just get a hold of me, okay? So then you're like, oh my gosh, I love everything about this, right? I want to get my wellness collection today. These are 3 options that we put together. Amanda and I were like, okay, what we want to provide? Because I don't really want to send you to our websites and be like, good luck, happy shopping. There is so many awesome things, right? There is essential oils. There is obviously nutrition with Lifeline Vitality. There is hair care and spa care, right? So basically, we wanted to get a couple things on here that if you wanted to boost your immunity, clean your home, reduce your inflammation, there is a collection here for you. If you wanted to do a lot with emotions, here's a collection for you. If you wanted to just dip your toe and be like, okay, Shannon, I love your energy. Amanda, you're awesome. I love all the things you guys are providing. I just want to dip my toe. And maybe you want to do the trial, right? The starter kit is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You still can use these amazing oils. What, 101 ways, Amanda? 101 ways to use lemon, lavender, and peppermint. We have the document. It is real, and we can send that your way, okay? So there is 3 amazing collections. The top one is the top 10 oils, and that is going to be like our On Guard, oregano, Breathe, Deep Blue, lavender, all those really good oils, the top 10 that you can use anything for, right? And you get 3 of them for free when you buy that collection today. Then the one on the top one on the right, you're going to get amazing oils like On Guard, but you're going to get powerful components for emotions like balance and adaptive and serenity for sleep. With this collection and my favorite diffuser, just putting that in there, you get 5 free oils with that. Okay. And don't worry, because there's still, what did I say? 101 things to do with lemon, lavender, and peppermint. So you're going to be, it's a win-win. But if you guys are like, okay, Shannon, you talked about these other oils for energy protection, we can create your own collection of oils too. You don't have to go with these, but we just wanted to put collections together so you could be like, oh, I understand this. I get this, right? And you get the most for free when you do that. When you guys do sign up, because you guys think we're awesome and these essential oils are amazing and profound for your body, you're going to get a little goodie bag in the mail, excuse me. I love sending wellness goodie bags, and you're also going to get a wellness consult from us. This value is over $70, honestly. And then you have continued support for both Amanda and I. forever, giving you all the goodness and sharing all the things that we learn, and, you know, being on in our workshops, live or online as well. So now, any questions, and we'll answer them at the best of our ability. If we don't know, we'll look it up. I know we kind of ran through this information pretty quickly, but we're trying to squish our presentation to less than an hour. So it's like goals, okay? So if you guys have any questions, unmute yourself and ask away. Otherwise, you can always message us personally and we can get on a 3-way call with you. That is perfectly okay. But if there's any questions about this presentation, or if you want to give feedback or anything, happy. I see you unmuted, and Nancy.
Yeah, I was just wondering which oils are good for inflammation and arthritis.
Okay. So when you're talking about let me stop the recording, okay? So just hold on one second, Nancy. All right, so thank you so much. We will stop the recording really quick, and I will stop share. The next one is just thank you. Let me stop the recording or